Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Thank you once again for your ongoing support and comments and feedback and having good conversations with you and all the rest of that fun stuff. The video I'm about to make is once again not parappa stuff, just to be a bit different there. And this one's actually based on a request from somebody who left a comment on one of my previous parappa videos actually, who gave me a few video suggestions of what I could do, and that was fantastic, especially while I'm in between new parappa stuff. So this is based on a specific request of something to show you. So what we're going to look at today is something that a few items that I got back in Japan that I haven't shown yet, that would relate to one of my favorite video game series of all time. And I had briefly mentioned the sort of items that I have here from a Japanese lottery system that they do there, but we'll go more into that. What we're going to look at today is some of these things. They're Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain lottery items from Japan. Let's go. Okay, let's look at some of these items. Before I do that, let me just explain how this whole Japan lottery thing works. So, in Japan, different department stores will have a lottery system where there are different themed items. In fact, in a previous video, I've shown you some items that were for the Mario 30th anniversary, where there was a lottery over there. While I was in Japan in September of 2015, they were, for the release of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, they had a MGS5 lottery. So what happens is you'll go into department stores and at the counter you'll ask to buy a lottery ticket. So they are these little peel-off tickets. That's probably super out of focus, so I'll show you a better photo of that soon. So there's little tiny lottery tickets that you'll buy, and they'll peel the front off, and on that tab that comes off will be a letter, and that letter will go against the prize that you win. So in this one, I think there was, how many? I don't know, let's say 7 different types of prizes. And if you got a letter A, that would correspond with the A prize, etc. And each store would get a certain amount of stock of each item. The rarer ones, obviously, they might only have 1 or 2 for each for that store, etc., etc. You get the gist of it. So I bought a whole bunch while I was over there. Tickets were the equivalent of about $7 Australian, and which was a gamble I was willing to take for a game that is a part of one of my favorite series. And the items were super cool. There was an item in particular, well, there were 2 items in particular I really wanted to get. One of them I managed to get on my first lottery ticket, and it was the only one that store had allocated, which was awesome. But that was also the one that if I didn't get it, I wouldn't have been too bummed out, but I'll explain why when I get to that. The other one was, I might as well tell you what they were, the things I didn't get. Was a bust of Big Boss of Snake from the game. So there was a small mini bust, kind of looked like it was carved out of stone or something, of Big Boss, and one of Ocelot. They looked really awesome, and certainly something I wanted to get while I was there. Didn't get, whatever, that's cool, I got enough other stuff. And some of the other things I didn't get any of were, they had some bandanas that came with a little badge representing the sort of camouflage print that it was. I think there was about 5 or 6 different types of those. And yeah, I didn't get one of those, but that's fine. That was sort of just a minor prize. So let's go over what I do have, everything I have here. We have quite a few things. So we'll start with the first. So these. So these folders they come with sticker sheets from the game. So you'll see here, original sticker, and you'll see on there the letter H. So the ticket that I had, the tab would have had a letter H on it. So then the person working at the store would have gone back, picked up the H, given it to me. That's what we do. On the back it shows you all of the different possibilities for what you could get. So what's that, 2, 4, 5 different types, with the last one being secret. So you don't know that that's an option until you sort of get it. So it's a rarer one, I suppose, which funnily enough I got 2 of. So We'll have a look at all of these. So the first one, actually, you know what? We'll look at what I got first, and then we'll cover the ones I didn't get. So, okay, so this first one we'll look at is actually one of the top secret ones. So it's a sticker set of Puzz from the games in this sort of anime image at the top with a bunch of foxes, and then sort of one of the decoy cutouts there, a little anime logo saying, Puzz, we love Puzz. My idol of peace. Japan, man, I don't know. And then a Phantom Pain sticker down there of the logo. Now, as I said, I got two of those, so we'll just skip the other one. And then a third one is this right here. So just a bunch of different Big Boss, or Snake, whatever you want to call him for this, different camouflage options there, as well as just a bunch of logos, Diamond Dogs, XOF, Fox, and then the, again, Phantom Pain logo. So they were the stickers I got. So the other possible options you'll be able to see on there, let's have a look, what do we have? So we've got a bit of some sort of field warning signs there. So caution from falling objects, things like that, with a picture of Snake just up against the wall there. What else? This one just has some of the images from that you would have seen a lot in the promotion for MGS5, as well as Snake in a prone position, and then some CQC images there. Then this bottom one here is some soldiers, including what looks like, I don't know, maybe decoy cutouts, and maybe sort of an advertisement for the security agency there. So that's what that was, the H prize, and all of the various options of what you could have won. Move on to next. So another one as well was a set of posters. So they came with these cool cardboard tubes. I don't know why I'm saying they're cool. For some reason I really like this sort of artwork, I guess, the sort of cardboard, really minimal, kind of like a, I don't know, like something you'd get from like a cache or something, you know. So yeah, so these were the F prizes. So there were 4 posters. There was also one super secret one, but that wasn't actually linked in with all of these. I think it was like a proper big artwork done by the artist who does a lot of the sketch art that you see for MGS, but I think that was like, you know, there's only a few of them made or something. But anyway, these, so there are 4 options. I'll just show you these now, why not? And they're all, as you'll be able to see, sort of a lot of the promo art for MGS5 as well as Ground Zeroes. Now we'll have a look at these. What I really like about these, even though a lot of them are the promo artwork you would have already seen, they've got some cool features in the posters, like parts that are embossed and things like that. I'll show you what I mean. So our first one is, okay, so this is a Ground Zeroes poster. They have there. So this is really cool because it's a real metallic, sort of shiny silver poster there with that super cool iconic artwork that you always see for Metal Gear Solid, and then the Ground Zeroes logo at the bottom there. So that is that. I should say as well, of the stickers, I think the stickers and a poster, I had some double ups, and I gave that to a good friend of mine who's also a huge fan of MGS. These are all, you know, cool to have over here as well to have a look at, because they're, you know, they were exclusive to Japan, and also exclusive to this lottery. So you couldn't actually get these items outside of obtaining these in this lottery unless you bought them secondhand, which we'll go into. Next poster is again one of the artworks you would have seen a lot of in the promo for MGS. Big Boss there holding up his bionic arm with the V or the 5, whatever you want to call it. And again, like I was saying, it's artwork you've already seen, but you probably won't be able to see it in this, but Snake's hand is sort of embossed, it's sticking out. I'll show you the back. I don't know if you can see the indents there, probably not. But some cool artwork that's enhanced just that little bit. I do eventually plan on framing these posters because they're really cool. Only thing is that because they're a bit of a funny shape, you know, you have to get custom frames and they cost a shitload, you know. So the last poster that we've got. Again, another one of the promotional pieces that you've seen a lot of. Just Big Boss there with the big logo down the bottom. And again, the 5 there, the sort of 5 that looks like the exclamation mark that you see when you alert enemies, is embossed as well, so that's sticking out. So they are the posters that I got. What we look at next. Alright, cool. So this next one, I only got one of these, but that's fine because that was all I needed. These are sort of lanyards. They come with a little Fulton sheep there, so I think there are about 4 or 5 different types. The majority of the items from the lottery there are 4 or 5 different variations of. So this is the letter D, you'll see there, so Fulton neck strap, so you've just got the lanyard or neck strap, whatever you want to call it. Little sheep down the bottom there, his little Fulton balloon. That's pretty neat. Yeah, so I think that the other types were, I think they were all animals. I'll chuck a picture up, you can see what all the options I didn't get were, but that is the neck strap. Okay, next is they had 4 or 5 of these. It's a little camouflaged box, as if you're familiar with the Metal Gear Solid series, Snake quite often hides in little cardboard boxes, and they've become somewhat of a joke, meaning that they're in there for humour as well as being able to hide. And the different variants of these, as you'll see on the back here, as well as actually on the item, but we'll show a close-up of that. It's got that sort of camouflage print, so the other different types had different prints on there. So this is a wind-up toy of the box, and again we'll have a closer look, but Snake's little legs are just sticking out the bottom there, and yeah, it's just a little wind-up toy, and then it walks along as if Snake's sneaking through in his cardboard box. So I'll take some footage close up of that so you can see, because it's quite small, but again, something nifty. Now the last thing that I've got to show you is, as I opened with saying, one of the things I really wanted to get, and I got it on my first go, which was pretty awesome. So this, again, as I said though, if I didn't get this, I wasn't super bummed out because, well, I'll just show you what it is. So it's a 1:6 scale of Snake's Bionic Arm. Now, the reason I say I wasn't too worried if I missed one of these is, as you might have had a sneak peek in a preview going back a little while, I think maybe when I was saying I was going to Japan, I got one of these arms in the special edition, or the deluxe edition, whatever it ended up being called, of MGS5 Phantom Pain a while ago. So I have, they're exactly the same. It's that 1:6 scale, even though I don't know why it says half scale. At least I think it's a 1:6. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe it is 1:2. Okay, just Men in Black mind flashy thingy thing. 1:2 scale, so half scale of Snake's arm, and it comes with this little stand. You can see on the side there the sort of blueprint looking version of the arm, and I'll show you a better look soon, but I've currently got my other one sitting up on the shelf holding one of my DualShock controllers. So, I guess you can sort of use them for something, but they're also a cool display piece. So I really wanted one of these because, A, it's wicked to have a second one because they're awesome. But also, I just really like the artwork. I just really love something about the art that these come in these cardboard boxes are super cool to me. I don't know. But yeah, so that was something that I won that I was really happy about. Now, the thing with these, and I was saying earlier that the only other way that you could get these really is by buying them secondhand from the lottery. Now, here's the deal. So these came out, as I said, while I was over there in September, which is when the game came out, so everything was going crazy promo for MGS. And when these came out, they, I guess people, were selling them. So there's big stores that Westerners always known about, the stores in Japan where you can get retro games and blah blah blah. One of the big ones that everyone seems to tell you to go to when you go over there is Super Potato. Now, for what it's worth, I don't think Super Potato was all that well priced. Everybody seems to rave about it. to me, places like Book Off and that, so much better priced. If you're going to go to Japan, go to Book Offs, because the amount of stuff I got from there, including MGS stuff, I bought a lot of the Japanese versions of MGS 2 and 3 and Subsistence and, you know, all the special editions, 7 with 4, whatever. So yeah, Super Potato, so they sell a lot of stuff, and within days of me getting this, within days of that lottery starting, they were already reselling these items. So people have, you know, brought them in. I don't know if they work on a way of, you take them in, they give you cash, or they give you credit towards their store. Whichever way it works. They were selling a bunch of the MGS lottery items. Now, this, you know, that's fine, whatever. But just to show you how much the prices are marked up, and I haven't looked on eBay or anything for these, so I don't know. But as I said, the lottery tickets cost the equivalent at the time of, give or take, $7, you know, maybe $8. But when I was in Super Potato, they were selling one of these for, and I took a picture, so I'm going from memory here, but I'll put the picture up, of somewhere between the equivalent of $1 to 200 Australian dollars. And that is crazy to me. I don't know how many of them were in circulation. Maybe they're super rare. You know, maybe I'm sitting on a few $100s for that. I wouldn't think so, but, you know, if people pay it, then, you know, what's to stop them from selling it? But yeah, just to show you how crazy they were going. People were just obviously buying these tickets and then flipping everything, you know, days afterwards. So that was really interesting to see. One of these sitting there for sale for an insane amount of percentage higher than what I paid for it. The only other annoying thing, annoying isn't the right word, but the other thing with those Bionic hands is that the Japan exclusive, well, the Japan special edition of MGS 5, the Phantom Pain, came with a proper 1-to-1 scale of these. So, you know, I mean, you're talking hand to your elbow, a proper full scale one, and they were awesome. I saw a bunch of them in Japan because a lot of the stores had them on display as promotional work for the game. I took a bunch of photos, played around with it. If I knew I could, if I thought I could get away with stealing one of them and bringing it back home, let me tell you, I would pick one up and run out, because they're awesome. You know, full hand, you know, you could fully move the fingers and everything. I saw one that was signed by Hideo Kojima that was behind glass. I'll check up a bunch of photos of those ones that I saw, because I was messing around with a whole bunch of them. So, yeah, that pretty much does it, I guess. I was really happy with everything I got. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing them. As I said, they're exclusive to Japan, exclusive to this lottery, unless you find somebody that's flipping them. I'm not too sure how much they go for. Like I said, I paid like $7 each, so there's that. But yeah, I mean, have a look. If you can get them cheap, get them, because they're quality items. You know, they're really awesome. So yeah, let's wrap it up there. Keep chatting to me in the comments, guys. I love talking to you all. You all make me feel really good about myself, and you make me want to make these videos. You know, it's just something I do on the side, outside of work, and then studying. So it's good. It's good. I like getting the reassurance and talking to some of you guys. You're all super nice. It's a really friendly little community we got going here. So yeah, keep talking to me. You want to play PlayStation sometime? We'll play PlayStation. I'll give you my PSN ID. I don't care. Ask me. I'm playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse at the moment. I'm going on. Anyway, you take care of yourselves. Behave. Talk to me. And I'll see you in the next video. I've got more prepper stuff coming. I had some other suggestions for stuff. I've got to do an update on the arcade cabinet machine, because that is all sorts of different from when you last saw. Like it's completely different project now, basically. You'll see. Okay, see you later.